Gary Birtwistle most likely to start saving this one. He's off in the front. Certainly has made a quick start. It is number 11 Gary Birtwistle who will go into the early lead. There's going to be a run for Gary Birtwistle here.
Coming from round 3 and pretty much just dominating that race and feeling super comfortable and super quick on the bike, you've got to be riding, pushing your limits, you know, away from race day as well as on race day to be comfortable. And yeah, I had a little crash, nothing major, but just put my arm down unluckily and broke my scaphoid, which is just a nasty bone to break. It's only a small bone, but it takes a lot of time to heal.
The guys these days are riding them to the point where they're nearly crashing every corner. That is flat track. You know, you're going into a turn basically with the bike absolutely on the limit to generate the kind of feel they need to make the bike turn.
Obviously it was you know, unfortunate we didn't have 2 riders on the field at that point. Fortunate in that he had done so well, it still looked like we could set up for a 1-2 for the championship.
Obviously there's disappointment with being injured and not being able to ride. It was pretty cool to still be at the races and still be with the team, and good to sort of take a step back and let Paul do his riding, but it was cool to see him succeed and see the team happy and be there on race day and watch. Going into it as an unknown, nobody knew what the bike was capable of, or maybe even what us as riders would be capable of on these bikes, you know. Me coming from a kind of privateer background, it's a bit weird to just trust these guys I didn't know to be tightening up my back wheel and sending me out, you know. It's a bit funny, race 1, having only met these guys 2 days before to trust them to do that. But yeah, as it wore on, we kind of bonded as a team, and I think probably was bolstered by the fact that we were winning, and that felt good.
We came in and we had all the gear and we had the people who knew what they were doing, but they'd all never really worked together in a race environment. By the time the final race came around, it was just clicking along. You know, you just stand back and everybody dropped into place.
It helps, I think, by having a great understanding of our base motor, which is in the standard Interceptor and GT. I mean, the power increases we've gained have been monumental. It's helped with having a good working relationship with the dyno team here.
The bike's sat on the rolling road, we do some performance tests with it. Calibration engineer can dial in or out ignition and fuel, or if there's any areas highlighted where they want to gain or lose performance once it's been tested on the track, then it's a good tool to use the rolling road for this.
We know we have a good package, reliable, and we spend a lot of time to develop it. But it is also a learning curve for us. Normally, I'm working on production bikes and I have days, even weeks, to do any minor changes. In between practices and races, we don't have a lot of time. So all these changes has to be done fairly quickly.
On all sides, you know, you need the performance, you need the reliability. Regardless of budget, projects, funding, stuff like that, the competition really pushes people to want to go that extra mile and push things a little bit further than you could in a normal project.
You know, success will look like moving forward in year 2 in doing well, in replicating and defending now a championship. And like I said, the way everybody's just clicking together, I'm really optimistic that should we run into any problems, we'll be able to surmount them.
Looking forward to next year and getting out on the road and, you know, with the team, with me and Paul and the bikes, and showing what we're capable of on these tracks overseas, you know. Like, it's good to kind of, yeah, have that team behind us and the knowledge and the experience we got from this year to kind of challenge ourselves in new places, new tracks and new levels. So yeah, super looking forward to it.